Okay. So, okay, so the word distribute, it means to pass out, right? Okay, so take a look. If you went to the movies, you guys on the paper? If you went to the movies and you said, I'd like to buy 2 of combo number 1. So you can see that combo number 1 has a popcorn and 2 Cokes, right? So that means we would want this combination twice, right? So that means we would want popcorn and 2 Cokes, popcorn and 2 Cokes. So what would you end up with? What would you be walking away with? Yeah, 2 popcorns and 4 Cokes. Does everybody see where I got that from? Guys, I'm writing, you're writing. No. Okay? So another way that we can do that is to distribute it mathematically. So if you look at how this is written, 1P plus 2D. They're saying D for drink, that says C. So that means I need 2 of the popcorn and 2 of the drinks. We're distributing it, okay? So we would say 2 times 1P, what would that be? 2P, and 2 times 2D, what would that be? 4D. And I can just use this C up here. So altogether, we would have bought 2 popcorns and 4 drinks. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay, let's do another one. This time we want 3 combo number 2s. The combo number 2 comes with 2 popcorns and 3 M&Ms, okay? So how many of the combos do we want? 3 of them. What comes inside the combo? 2 popcorns, and what else? 3 M&Ms. Is everybody following with me? Okay, so now what we're saying is we want you to just rewrite this, but we're going to distribute this time. We're going to distribute, we're going to pass out that 3. 3 times 2P would be how much? 6P. Did everybody follow that? And 3 times 3M would be what? 9M. So let's see if that makes sense. If I bought 3 of this combo, then that means I'm going to have popcorn, popcorn, M&M, M&M, M&M. I'm going to have that 3 times. Does that total what I said right here? Let's see. 2, 4, 6 popcorns. Yep. And 3, 6, 9 M&Ms. Okay? So down here, what did we buy? I bought, very good, 6 popcorns and 9 M&Ms. Anybody have a question so far? Okay. How about you guys try that last one on your own, please? Okay, go ahead and check your answer. You should have bought what? 6 drinks and what? And 4 M&Ms. Okay? How many people got that right? Thumbs up. Yay, excellent. All right, so now what we're going to do is you need to go to Braining Camp. Okay, so if you'll remember, in My Candy Cloud, look for Braining Camp and then algebra tile. Okay, so first, let's write down a couple of things that we've already talked about. We said that distribute means to give out. But it also means to multiply. Are you writing? If I'm writing, you're writing. When we use the distributive property, let's pause right there for a second. Before the ice, you guys remember talking about all those other properties? Commutative property, identity property, associative property, remember? And we did all those in one day. And then there's another one, the distributive property, and that we haven't done because it's enough for a whole day. In fact, we're going to spend 2 days just on the distributive property. Okay? when using the distributive property, we multiply the number on the outside of the parentheses to each term on the inside of the parentheses, okay? We're going to use the distributive property to find equivalent expressions. It's also really useful when we need to multiply a group of terms being added or subtracted. You might be like, what do you mean a group of terms? Well, back here, when we're talking about like the popcorn and the Coke, these are two different terms, right? This is two different terms. I cannot combine them any further. Is everybody with me? I can't put popcorn and Coke together because they're separate. Does that make sense? Okay, so those are two different things. Okay? Okay, we're going to look at this first problem. 2 times 5 plus 3x. First of all, we want to write that in words. Can anybody think of another way to say that? Uh-oh. Let's go back to here. When we did this, when we said we want 2 combo number 1s, what were we really asking for? 2 what? 2 of the combo, right? So we really wanted 2 groups of combo number 1, okay? So if we're looking here, how would we say this? We want what? 2 groups of 5 plus 3x. That's what it actually means, okay? So go ahead and write that down. It means 2 groups of 5 plus 3x. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Brainy Camp and we're going to make this. Okay, before COVID days, we would actually have the tiles here in front of us. Okay? Okay. If you look on the left-hand side in the output tiles, you'll see you've got positive and negative 1. We've seen those before, right? When we did integer rules way back. Okay? So we want 5 plus 3x. So if I drag a 1 over, how many of those do I need? 5. Once you drag it the first time, now I don't know about your computer, but mine works like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. All I have to do is just click it over and over. Sometimes. I don't know why now it's not on that one. Okay. There's my 5, and now I need 3x. So I'm going to bring my 3x's over. 1. Square, can you help click at the computer next time? It will be faster. Okay? That is one group of those. I need another whole group of them, right? So if I bring down the first one to here and drop it, you should just be able to click. There we go. It's so much easier on the actual computer. Okay, has everybody made that on your algebra tiles? I'm bringing it down. That's why we're doing it. Okay? So now, when we put it together, you can already tell, I hope, what the answer is. What do you guys see? 10 and 5. You see what? You should see 10 plus, what do you see over here? 6 what? X. That's exactly right. That's what you see on the screen. Is everybody with me? Now what we need to do, though, is figure out on the paper how to get there. Okay? First, let's draw our model. Our model was 5. Now, I draw circles simply because they take less time. No worries. Okay? And 3 x's. I put x's on those. And I need it twice. Okay? We already know that the answer is 10 plus 6x. You told me that on Brainy Camp. Is everybody with me? But now what we have to do is figure out, well, what if we didn't have Brainy Camp? Okay? So come over here, and and it says step 1, distribute using the arrows. So from here, we're going to multiply 2 times 5, and then 2 times 3x. And we're just going to write that down. 2 times 5, and then 2 times 3x. This step right here, normally you're going to do that step in your head, okay? It's just we're writing it out because this is the first time we're doing it, and it's your notes. So just for now, we're writing it out, okay? Now actually do it. What's 2 times 5? 10. What's 2 times 3x? 6x. Next, it says to simplify if possible. I can't simplify it anymore, meaning I can't combine numbers and letters. That's like saying apples and oranges together. You can't do that, okay? Did I get the same thing I got with my model? Yeah. Okay, questions? You want to try another one? Okay, the next one says 3 times x minus 4. How can I write that in words? I heard somebody saying 3 groups. 3 groups of what? X minus 4. I'm not trying to be hard. Okay, let's go to brain camp. First of all, down here in the bottom corner, it says clear all. If you do that, then you know how to clean switch. Okay? So, x minus 4. And the negatives, minus 4 means negative 4, correct? Thank you. And we need 3 groups of that. Okay, you know what I just noticed? I don't know if you noticed it. You see on my screen, it already gave me the answer. If you don't want that, turn off the eyeball, then it goes away. The eyeball, remember we used that before when we did intervals? Y'all remember that one time ago? It would kind of give you the answer, so that's good. If you want to check, that gives you the answer. Okay? Okay, let's go back to our paper. So let's draw our model, 3 groups of x minus 4. So that means I need x. And then when I do my negatives, I just color them in. Some people like to actually put like a negative sign like that, but you can just also color it in. And we need 3 of those. We're drawing what we just did on brain camp. Okay? Okay. Now, let's look over here. And notice that they have a plus sign right there. But my original problem is subtraction. What does that mean? Why do they have a plus sign? Exactly, because subtraction means add the opposite. So we can say 3 groups of x plus negative 4. You can say that if you want to. Some people like to have it with addition. It doesn't really matter. Okay? So 3x plus negative 4. It says to distribute with the arrows. So that means I'm going to do 3 times x and 3 times negative 4. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. That's right. Now when it says to simplify, what do you think they're wanting me to do here? How could we change this to on another step? There's no simpler way to write that?
There is.
With what?
You can simplify by 3.
Can't I just put minus? Yeah, mine goes the same. Because when we did it on grading camp, remember? When we had the eyeball on, look, you see what it says? They put 3x minus 12 because that's easier than 3x plus negative 12, okay? All right, I think it is your turn, okay? See if you can do the next one. Well, they're just saying on the next one, when can you simplify? Okay, it's when you can rewrite as the opposite as subtraction, that's all. Like right here. That's what we just did. So meaning 4x plus negative 10, we could say 4x minus 10. What if we had negative 4x plus negative 10? What would that look like? Negative 4x minus 10, that's right. Okay? Okay. Does anybody have any questions about how to do this with the models? Do we feel like we're pretty good, like with grading camp? Okay. What if I asked you to do it without the models? Do you think we could do it? Let's try it. Come down here. We're not going to go to grading camp unless we get stuck. Got it? So right here, think in your mind, what does that mean? 6 groups of x plus 5. So that means we're going to use our arrows. And we're going to do what right here? 6 times x plus, what's going to go over here? 6 times 5, very good. And now we're going to actually do it. What is 6 times x? 6x plus, what is 6 times 5? 30. If you were doing this on your own, you could use grading camp to check. Okay? Do you feel like you could do the next one by yourself? Does it matter that this 7 is now at the back? No. Doesn't it mean the same thing, you guys? Okay, how about you try, how about just the next one, and then we'll check. Okay, let's see. We should have done 7 times 2x and 7 times 10. So 7 times 2x would be what? 14x. Plus 7 times 10 is what? 70. Thumbs up if you got it right. See? Y'all are amazing. I knew you could do it. How about, let's do the next one together. Because I see a whole bunch of extra blanks down here. I'm wondering about those. 2 times r. Oh, that's because they wanted this. R plus what? Negative 4. They just wanted you to change it so that it's not a negative. So then that would be 2 times r and 2 times negative 4. 2 times r is what? 2r plus 2 times negative 4 is what? What? Negative 8. And now they want you to rewrite it one more time. What's that going to look like? You got it. Okay, now that we did that one, I bet you guys can do number 4 by yourself. Okay. Okay, this means I'm going to do negative 4 times 3x plus negative 4 times 8. What's negative 4 times 3x? Negative 12x plus, what's negative 4 times 8? Say it again. Negative 32. They want me to rewrite that to say what? You got it. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. All right. This is a practice, guys. You have what, 16 minutes? This is not homework because tonight is family night. But what you're going to do is you're going to start right here. Will you pass that out? It's right here.